The relationship between the United States and Ukraine has become increasingly strained. This rift centers on differing approaches to the ongoing conflict with Russia. The US, while providing substantial military aid to Ukraine, has expressed frustration with certain Ukrainian policies. Kyiv, heavily reliant on US support, finds itself walking a tightrope between asserting its interests and maintaining crucial alliances. This tension is not merely a bilateral issue. It has significant implications for European security as a whole. A potential reduction in US support for Ukraine raises concerns among European allies. They fear being left to manage a more assertive Russia on their own. The situation is further complicated by battlefield fatigue. The conflict in eastern Ukraine has dragged on. Both sides have dug in, making significant territorial gains difficult. This stalemate has led to a shift in international focus. The initial global solidarity with Ukraine is waning. The conflict is now often perceived as a protracted regional dispute. This shift in perception makes it harder for Ukraine to rally international support and maintain the necessary pressure on Russia. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is caught in a difficult position. He is under pressure from the US to adopt a more conciliatory approach towards Russia, particularly regarding potential concessions in peace negotiations. However, Zelensky must also consider domestic public opinion, which remains largely opposed to any compromise that would legitimize Russia's actions. Zelensky's balancing act is further complicated by his reliance on US military aid. While the US has been a steadfast supporter of Ukraine, providing billions of dollars in military equipment and training, there are concerns that this support could be scaled back if Ukraine is seen as unwilling to work towards a negotiated settlement. The situation leaves Zelensky with limited options. He must find a way to appease both the US and his own people, all while facing a determined adversary in Russia. The outcome of this balancing act will have profound implications not only for Ukraine's future, but also for the broader security landscape of Europe. Zelensky's challenge is not just about navigating international pressure, it's also about managing domestic expectations. The Ukrainian people have endured years of conflict and are looking to their leader for a resolution that ensures their security and sovereignty. The escalating tensions between the US and Ukraine have sent ripples of concern throughout Europe. European leaders are wary of the potential fallout from a weakened US commitment to the region. A less engaged United States could embolden Russia to exert greater influence in Eastern Europe. France and Germany advocate for continued US engagement to deter Russian aggression. They stress the need for a united front among Western allies. The US plays a critical role in European security. Any perception of US disengagement could lead to an escalation of tensions. The UK's defence spending debate has intensified due to the evolving security situation in Europe. With the US potentially reducing its presence, some argue the UK must take on more responsibility. Experts warn that budget cuts have left the UK's armed forces ill-equipped for new threats. They call for investment in cyber defence intelligence and conventional capabilities. This has sparked a political debate within the UK. Some support boosting defence budgets, while others prioritise healthcare and education. They question if increased military spending is the best way to address security challenges. The outcome will impact the UK's role on the world stage.